So as a smaller content creator, I get a lot of sponsorships, and that is very in quotation marks. That clearly is a phishing mail. And for somebody that has studied programming and works as a system developer and as a consultant and been involved in IT security before, I'm very aware that scam mails are a thing. So let me talk about why I reported Riot games. Hello, my beautiful and lovely gamers. As always, my name is Jonal. As you guys might have known, something absolutely amazing happened to me. I for once, even though I'm a very small content creator, which by the way is also why it's appreciated if you like this video and comment down below. It does promote the video in the algorithm, get it into more people, and also subscribe to the channel. It would be an absolute dream to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of the year, make my 2020 a little bit better, and just be an absolutely amazing milestone. But something completely different happened. I got a mail from somebody at Riot that I will keep anonymous, essentially asking me if I wanted to join an Act 3 preview. So essentially if I wanted to come to an early capture event of Act 3, play the new agent, play the new map, just, essentially go around there and also, get to play with other content creator, press, some pros, you name it. And, the first thing I think, because at that point, it's actually been quite a while since I made a Valorant video. Like, a serious amount of time. I had a, 2 or 3 week break from YouTube. And my latest Valorant video from that time was probably, 2 months ago. And it had, 800 views after 2 months of circulation, right? So it's not like I'm a big Valorant content creator. I've done a lot. I've done Titanfall. I've done a lot of Overwatch, right? But not like at that time and place. I was like a huge ass content creator. So I was very much like, yeah, right. So, but of course, I always say yes. So I said, you know what? Sure, invite me, right? Because I always say yes to opportunities, even though I don't think they're gonna happen, right? And then that's normally where the scammer starts being like, we will offer you $5,000 for like it's so ridiculous. Like the amount of it's always like something like at and then some game company and then it's like .ru and it's very clear that the URL that they're sending their emails from is a scam. On top of that, they will always like offer these ridiculous fucking prices. They'll be like, what do you think is good for like a 30-second intro ad? And I'll, on purposely, if I think it's a scam, I'll give them like a stupid high number. I'll be like, I think like my rate's like $2,500 for like an average 30-minute intro, right? And they'll be like trying to negotiate. They'll be like, we'll give you 2,300, right? And it's like, we all know my channel with, my 1,000 views a video is not fucking worth that amount of money, right? Actually paying me fucking like over like $1 or $2 per view on a video, right? Which would be nice. I'm just saying, some big ass company could do that, but we all know that won't happen. So it's clearly a scam, and they try to get me to download some fucking game. Like, oh, here's our test build. Please download. It will be amazing, right? And at that point, I normally either try to troll them to like make them write like a big PR thing to me and like essentially waste a bunch of their time, or I just report them and just block them. And if I think it's a scam mail, I will let them not respond because a way that scammers, what a lot of things does is that they send out these like, what's known as phishing, which is essentially just that they're trying to make you click on stuff. They're essentially throwing out a big net with like a very generic email to try to kind of get somebody to react to it. But if you react to it, they will actually, or you will be triggered. They will essentially know that, oh, okay, this email is active, and they will essentially use that information to either sell it to other scammers that will send you more spam. That's also why I have disabled pictures on my Gmail account, because if you activate pictures, what a lot of scammers can do is that when you load that picture onto Gmail, they will know on their server side that, oh, this email address loaded this picture on this URL, meaning he is clearly active on that email, even though he didn't respond, so we can spam him more. So I'm logically trying to kind of cut that off. So, I sent this fucking, like, yeah, sure, invite me to Riot. Very well aware that it probably is just a scam, but whatever. And then he was like, then he came back to me, a little bit while later. I forgot about it completely. And he was like, hey, here's a bunch of information. There's gonna be Act 3. Here's an NDA that you need to sign. There's a download this exe file, and then there's like a link, which leads to a shortened URL prior to the event, right? So it's like, okay, so I need to download it, of course, before the event starts, right? Of course, right? Here's some random username and password, right? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, dude, right? It's a scam. I fucking report this shit. And, and I said, I had agreed to come, but I didn't click on any of the links. And I reported them, was like, fuck this. Let's get these guys out of here. And then I started getting contacted by a law firm that was like, hey, here, please sign our Riot Games influencer NDA. And I was like, damn, these guys are good. Because, first of all, the email that this so-called scammer sent from looks very fucking official, right? It's like at riotgames.com. I'm like, right, but it's still so fucking sketchy. And this, like, law firm is actually a real law firm. So I was, for a very long time, actually sitting here like, damn, these fuckers are good. Like, they have 2 email accounts, and they send double up, and I'll be like, huh, that's so weird, right? And I'm so paranoid, right? So I'm like, what a fucking scam, right? And then I just ignored it. I reported that one as well as a fucking scam. And I was like, sure, now I'll leave it. And then I got a fucking reminder from the same company, like, hey, remember to sign your NDA. And I was like, dude, I'm not clicking on any of your fucking links. So I was like, no, I'm not clicking on it. And then I got another mail from the same guy that had contacted me originally, like, hey, man, dude, we're heading close to the event. Remember to sign, your NDA before this evening when the briefing starts. And I was like, there's a lot of dedication on these scammers' part to send reminders to me. So I looked closer at the mail, and they include a Discord link, which was not shortened. It was a pure Discord link, right? Like, discord.gg/ and then some URL. And I was like, that I can click on, because it just leads me to Discord's domain. So sure, so I click on it. And I get into this, like, event, and I'm not even joking. I was sitting at work, and I was like, damn, these guys are good. They have clearly managed to, like, trick a lot of content creators, because there's, like, a lot of big names in this. Like, there's Average Jonas. There's, like, a lot of big names in here. And I clicked on their accounts, and I went to check, they linked their Twitter, and they linked their Twitch, and I was like, how did they manage to cheat this amount of content creators? And then I was like, wait a second. Fuck. And I was like, sent a message straight back, like, hey man, dude, sorry, right? I forgot to, sorry for going AFK, dude. I forgot to sign the NDA. It's signed now. He was like, awesome, thank you. And I joined the Discord. And it was such a nice fucking event. The staff at Riot, some of the friendliest people there, the devs are actually not, they are so dedicated about listening to what the community has to say. I have never in my ever life heard from anybody or interacted with any capacity myself with a development team that is this dedicated to a fucking game. They actually really do care what everything from just people that are not covering the game, are not that good at it, to like trying to get like hey, if you're Mortal Plus, you play for a team, we want to talk with you and some other guys about some balancing choice. If you had any question, you could just ask them, and stuff would be happening. They were really, good at just giving us content. They gave us an asset pack, which you probably have seen in some of my videos, and probably some other content creators as well. They gave us assets that we could kind of work with. So essentially screenshots and like pictures and like highlight movies and so on that they probably use in-game as well to kind of preview the content so our content creation is better. And of course, while yes, they do gain on this, it's just like the amazing how friendly everybody was. And I also, on top of all of this, which I'm forever grateful for Riot to do, I got to play with some absolutely amazing people. To just name a few, Dark Zone, who carried me the very first night. To be fair, I was second highest on that scoreboard. I just want to say that. But he carried my ass the very first night that I played the game. Absolutely just super friendly guy jumping into voice chat with me. Then he fucked me over later when I played against him. What a fucking betrayer. But that's I'll next capture event, I'll stomp his ass. But that's a different story. There are... I will link some of them down in the description just because currently my head is kind of blanking out. I'll link to some of their socials, some of the amazing people. You should go and check them out. Even though they're bigger than me, you should still go and check them out. They are so friendly, just the most amazing, just fun people to hang out with. Some of them, I keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. Kakuka? It's something like that. Someone knows how to pronounce it. I'll link her Twitch down in the description. Just an absolutely she carried my ass more than once. You just like actually like she's sitting on top of the scoreboard like 32 kills. Second highest is like 8. And we're playing against fucking Flight, who fucking walls bangs me and just like absolutely wrecks me. She carried and she was so nice about it, and it was really fun. So check those out. Again, thank you so much to Riot for making this happen. Sorry for reporting you to Google. I unreported you guys and undid all the things. And maybe I should be a little bit less careful. But, you know, cybersecurity, it's always important to be a little bit careful at least. But if it hadn't been for amazing community manager babysitting me and actually reminding me that I had NDAs to sign, I would probably have not joined the event, which would have been incredibly sad. 1, because loss of content, and 2, because I wouldn't have had that amazing experience with so many just absolutely amazing people. But that's really all. Like the video, comment down below if you ever had a similar experience, and of course subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Turn on that bell notification. My Discord, my Twitter, and my Twitch link down in the description, together with links to some of the people that I got to meet. Among our one, the guy that runs the Valorant Hub, and he actually just made a Twitter for Valorant Hub, so you should go and follow him if you're interested in faster updating Valorant news than what I can provide. But besides that, please do take care of yourself, guys. I love you guys very much. Please wear a mask and take care of each other, and we'll get through this. I love you guys very much. My name's Jonal. You guys keep the enemy in your crosshairs.